Yeah, fine. As a smash edit for you. Here we go. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. It's so warm in here. So warm. Ah. Oh. It's so warm. It's very warm. Hello there. Hello. Hi. It's gonna be fine. Hello, good morning. Welcome to the podcast. It's been a long week. It's been a calm week, and now Jon Holmes has sent me some video, and I'm very nervous about it. He's congratulated. He says this is going to be congratulations on your final show on YouTube. I don't know what he said. We're doing controversial for coins. It's the hot new thing that everyone's talking about. It turns out, middle-aged, privileged white guys are being cancelled left, right, and centre, and we're doing our best to redress that balance. I don't know what he's put in the video message. I'm just going to play it out. It's going to be fine. In the meantime, someone who you can always rely upon for measured tones.
Every day the papers pump out endless streams of hate. The fifth column's propaganda they will propagate. Hey, but who can penetrate the ramparts of the father state? Mic Wright, a.k.a. Broken Bottle Boy. Mic Wright, a.k.a. Broken Bottle Boy.
Mick, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I say 4 good mornings in order to outdo Matt Chuckles Chorley on Times Radio.
Oh, do you?
Opens every show by saying, good morning, good morning, good morning.
That makes it lively and fun.
Honestly, the most partridge radio presenter in the world.
What's wrong with being lively and fun, Mick?
Absolutely everything.
We were before we began this, you quite rightly accused me of a degree of local radioitis, of saying, "Oh, it's great to be here," and all the rest. I just need to sort out just doing some tidying.
Yes.
Talking on autopilot.
Welcome to BBC Three Counties Radio. It's me, Jake Yap, driving the desk this morning.
I've told you
Let's
about
take a look at the papers.
My fascination with Andy on Breakfast on Three Counties. Don't you grasp me up. Don't anybody at me. Anyway.
We must make it illegal for people to at you.
Yeah, Saturday. At-a-day, more like. I tell you what's a great read, mate. This new Look Saturday supplement from the
Look
Guardian.
at it there.
It's got everything.
It's definitely not a product of cost cutting.
What?
It's not a product of cost cutting. It's purely about a better product for you, the reader.
Mick, did you Saturday? On Saturday?
I did. Did you Saturday? I Saturday'd. Have you forgotten how to Saturday?
It was. I would have put an H in there because it's a great read on the lav. You've been dissecting the new Look Super Soar Away Saturday supplement.
I have indeed.
Did you love it? Did you love it though? I mean,
well,
because things evolve, don't they? They move on and they change.
Yes, like Change UK. Remember them? They were great. Loved the Nando's, as I recall. Big fans of Nando's. Now all working for massive management consultants and other very good and normal companies. Anyway, as much as I'd love to talk about Chuka Ramona, let's move on to the Guardian Saturday magazine. So the Saturday before last, they put the Guide review and the Weekend magazine to the sword, giving us many, many long articles about how brilliant they were, written by people who wrote for those supplements.
And it was sad to see so many of them go.
I managed to squeeze out a single tear that rolled down my cheek.
Okay. Good.
Like a symbolic moment in a 40s film. Now we've got the Saturday. Now we've got the incredible. I mean,
the Saturdays.
I wish it was the Saturdays. I wish you just opened the paper every time and they just a hologram of the Saturdays came out. But no, we've got Saturday magazine, which I imagine took a lot of brainstorming to come up with a name for it.
Thought shower.
Yeah, very hard.
Come on,
thought
Come
shower.
On, mate. Get with the times.
I did write thought shower in the article actually, so I should have remembered that.
I like to call it idea fitting.
A thought bukkake.
Always delighted with that.
So anyway,
if you know, you know. Go on.
The reason you and I keep saying Saturday, which is very much a verb that exists, is that there we are. You are right now Saturdaying. It may be Monday. You can Saturday any day of the week.
Oh, that's great.
Is that the Guardian's ad campaign for this is, have you forgotten how to Saturday? Well, don't worry. Here's a new magazine to help you by offering you holidays that are ludicrously expensive, clothing that no reasonable person would wear, and opinions that you can pass off as your own at dinner parties you don't want to be at anyway. So going through it, the first cover star was Greta Thunberg, which is
Great.
I mean, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. I
actually,
like
can I just say, it was... Look, she's all covered in oil, mate.
Yes, yeah.
That's
and
just so powerful.
It's a very powerful image.
Powerful.
Although what they have failed to realise is the one eye open thing is part of a conspiracy theory meme about how climate change is not real. So good work from The Guardian there by doing a front page that sort of...
Seriously? That's a thing? Oh, wow.
Yeah, which accidentally buys into that. Yes, so I think she looks a bit more like she's been cast in the new Venom movie, which would be a good move. I mean, let's replace Tom Hardy with Greta Thunberg. Very different sort of vibe, more like a kind of sort of French new wave film.
Sure.
Where Venom spends most of the time just talking about how upset he is about the decline of the planet.
Would it be Truffaut or Godard? It's important.
Godard.
I knew it. Oh, well.
Oh, there we go. I'm
about
afraid. Anyway, and also front cover
Is that
line
Trisha
there,
Goddard?
If you hold up the cover again, you'll see that the
I
cover
will.
line for that is Greta Thunberg and the Power of Hope, which sounds like a knockoff Harry Potter book you'd find at a welcome break service station in the discount bin.
Yeah. Hey, do you know what I learned about this weekend?
What did you learn about this weekend?
The cancellation of hope. Do you know what that is?
No.
So
I do, but I'm just saying no in order to allow you to explain.
Okay, what do you think it is?
No, you just say no.
No, you say it.
No, I'm going to make you say it.
No, you hang out.
Come on.
Oh,
Get on.
Love you. Oh God, I said it. It's a dairy cow thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's when the dairy cows, they give birth and then they often like injure themselves trying to get to their calves as their calves are taken away. But then after it's happened a certain number of times and they know that inevitably the calf is just going to get taken away and there's absolutely nothing they can do about it.
It is.
It's the
the cancellation of hope.
And they just go, all right,
bleak,
just take it. Just take it. Completely dead inside.
I see you there. Sneaking in the vegan propaganda.
Always.
Nicely done.
Always
nicely
recruiting.
Done.
Good times. Well, I hung out with a really cute cow this weekend.
Cows are quite cute.
Some of them are idiots, but this one is called...
They are all idiots.
Called Princess, and she was infertile, so the dairy industry were sort of about to put a bullet to her head, and then people at the Retreat Animal Sanctuary in Kent were like, well, maybe we don't have to just shoot it. Maybe we could just put it out to pasture and give it a nice life. Turns out she's got very strong maternal instincts and has sort of mothered several cows there.
This is more upbeat and heartwarming than our usual segment. So let me drive us.
Oh, I know. Do you know what? Sorry, I'm doing all the asides today. I listen to the Rachel Maddow podcast quite regularly, and they've started inserting
that explains a lot.
Adverts into They've started inserting adverts into it, and they do adverts for like the MSNBC breakfast show, where they say they've got a new feature called something like "Make Room for Good News, inspiring stories of courage and hope of people overcoming tremendous odds." Nothing makes me feel more exhausted and wanting to sort of go and hide. Do you have that when you hear an inspiring story of courage over adversity? I'm like, oh God, I can't take that.
This happens a lot in the news industry though, where people go, "Wow, what we really need is more good stories." That's what people want. It's a lie. It doesn't work. Yeah. Nobody wants good stories.
So, are you trying to tell me Simon McCoy has made a bad editorial decision?
They enjoy... Yes. They enjoy one story at the end about an animal that was trapped in a tree but is now not trapped in a tree anymore. But they want a good buffet of misery before that. Little bit of dessert of a human interest story at the end, or animal interest story, but mainly misery.
Yeah. Owen on YouTube, good morning to you, says Hodder. Yes, it's Hodder who does breakfast. and is very angry about Hodder on YouTube. You can go read the comments. It's fine.
Okay, good.
Anyway,
Right,
I'm
now,
sorry. Let's come back. I
gonna
haven't Saturdayed for
us back
several
to the
minutes
point.
now. Julie has said, "Bugger, I completely forgot to Saturday."
Yeah, there was. Okay, there's. Previously I only had to worry about forgetting about Dre, but now I have to worry about forgetting to Saturday as well.
Yeah.
So, and am I Saturdaying properly? Will the Guardian tell me? Probably. So anyway, actually, there are some not bad things in this magazine. Like, there's this new feature that's quite nice about like country walks that end at a pub. Big fan of that feature.
Okay.
Very good. But the really terrible feature is a new feature called Dining Across the Divide.
I feel like several features in the Guardian are now sort of Love Island with O levels.
Yeah.
So
Basically.
tell us about Dining Across the Divide.
So Dining Across, they describe, this is how they
That
describe
sounds
it.
euphemistic and filthy, by the way, but go on.
Don't say, because this is the thing where I end up saying something and you go, well, we can't say that. I can't believe you said that.
Well, you've already crowbar Bukakian. Carry on.
Well, yeah, but don't Google that. If you don't know what that is, don't Google
I
it.
need to.
Certainly not at work. So anyway, the Guardian describes this as bringing ordinary people together to break bread, explore their political differences, and find common ground. It's an antidote to the polarizing effect of social media. In week one, Albie and Laura get on famously, despite disagreeing on several talking points, from COVID masks to the royal family. Now, here's the thing. Albie and Laura are both 45-year-old white women in senior professional jobs.
Okay.
So, and what actually happens in this is, basically, Laura just goes, yeah, no, I realise she's really anti-mask and stuff, and I've got some friends who are like that. So we just didn't talk about it.
That's a good idea.
And you go, okay, right, brilliant. So this is, once again, politics as a parlour game. And it brings me to the same thing of like the fact that, Angela Rayner over the weekend calling senior Tory government ministers scum, right? Yeah. And of course, the media going crazy about this and saying, well, it's appalling. How could she say this? And then you go, okay, so once again, we have a media that is more interested in tone than substance. So you can be Boris Johnson, shown repeatedly to be homophobic, sexist, misogynistic, racist. Like, the evidence is there in columns he wrote and published in national newspapers. But you have Angela Rayner say, I actually don't like Tories. I'm in Labour and I don't like Tories. And they go, we can't do that. You've got to say they're nice.
Yeah.
Because if you don't say you love the Tories, people who voted for the Tories will never vote for you. That's apparently the theory now.
Do you think Angela Rayner dines across the divide?
I think she's been known to dine across the divide. I think it's unlikely.
Yeah.
But
that's what MPs do all the time. I mean, I've seen them all chummy in the
because
bar. They're
you
dining across the divide all the time.
Yeah, but we're told that's why we get newspaper features about how Jess Phillips is friends with Jacob Rees-Mogg, and they just don't mention the thing about him, thinking that abortions, even in the case of rape, shouldn't be legal. They just don't talk about that. That's fine. My huge issue with this
stuff,
nearly swore there.
Shtick.
This
shtick.
This shtick is that. Politics should be about disagreement, right? And the notion, this kind of be kind, let's all get along, don't be mean to your, hashtag be kind, don't be mean to your political opponents thing. It's absolute horse shizzle, because, you go back to the 40s, right? And look at someone like Nye Bevan, who we now just have to go, father of the NHS, brilliant, father of the NHS. He regularly said things like, well, I consider Tories to be vermin. And it's like, fine, good. Because actually, I would rather people said, no, actually, these people, this Tory government are cutting the amount of, food banks have become a thing, hugely become a thing under this Tory government in the past 11 years, because they have created a society where the gap between rich and poor is huge. And actually, I'd rather have Labour politicians and opposition that actually said, no, I think these people are terrible. What they do is terrible, and I don't like them.
Yeah.
And I don't actually want to sit in a room and go, you're great. Isn't it great that we all are paid a lovely amount and have lovely pensions?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But what you get with Dining Across the Divide thing is this notion of, anyone, if you sit them down. He's a white supremacist who thinks she should be kept in a cap. She's a leftist. Will they find common ground, veggie tapas? Let's find out.
Amazing.
Obviously, this only works this only works feature if you have people who basically can ignore the fact disagree. You cannot have, for instance, you couldn't have a neo-Nazi having lunch with a Jewish person. Oh, well, yeah, he obviously doesn't want her to exist. But, like, it was great that they agreed that Andalusian food is delicious.
Well, exactly. Mick, what I like is that your anger is so great that you've pretty much knocked out your own internet connection there.
Oh, did I?
I feel like you generated an EMP with invective.
Also, there was an epic poem written by Armando Iannucci about how he doesn't like COVID. And honestly, all of the great work he's done on the hour, day to day, Alan Partridge, all of it ruined now.
Wow.
That's it.
In
Poem
one article.
So bad.
Amazing.
His poem is so bad
that
that that is all in the that's in the bin now.
Incredible.
Because I think certain point in media where people say you're so good that you
everything you do
far onto paper. People go, credible.
Are you talking about Richard Osman?
I am.
Thought you might be.
Another person who would die to divide with Tories and probably does frequently.
Well, I mean, we couldn't possibly comment on that. Your internet is like really like unworkably bad now.
This is it's actually fine for me. I don't know what's. Is it something at your?
Is it something at my end? It could be my end. I don't think it's my end
because you're coming through out fine.
Yeah, leaving me okay. I could send you some tone. Is that coming through?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Right.
I kind of want to know how far out I was on that now.
You're a very special man. Well, I look forward to Jon Holmes' New King Your Entire programme.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Just say that today's news isn't out yet, but it is going to be about the Angela Rayner scum comment and the treatment of that by the media.
Okay.
It features a picture of her photoshopped into Slade because headline news on feel the noise. So do enjoy that. Sign up now.
We're not feeling the noise. Oh, I was miles out. Right. I'm going to leave it there because you honestly, literally, you look like you look. Well, if you keep your head still like that, you look great. But the rest of the time, it's just catastrophic. Mick, thank you very much. Lovely. That's it. Lovely finish. Thank you, Mic Wright, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to subscribe. It's brokenbottleboy.substack.com. Go and do it now. Thank you very much for your comments. This is gonna be wild. Kim said, I read this Dining Across the Divide article just like two people compete to be nicest. Oh, how are you? How are you? I don't care. Jem said, have I done something to mix internet by join stream? Sorry, Mick. You break internet, Jem! You pay for it! Today we ask on Big Show, oh, this truck business. These European immigrants, they come into the truck. Do you happy? Do you not happy about this? What you want? What you want? What you look at? Stop touch that. You're disgusting. Do you want this trucker? Do you want the petrol? Do you not want the petrol? We're gonna have some live reaction or something from some guy. I don't know. He's completely mad guy, this guy. Okay, do your thing.
Message for Britain Awake from a concerned patriot.
Yeah.
I thought we voted for the Brexit to get rid of the immigrants and get our jobs back.
That's right.
So we voted for the Brexit, we got the Brexit.
Yeah.
And we don't have the drivers to give us Christmas and food for Christmas. And
Christmas!
So we have to get the immigrants back in. So are we anti-immigrants or are we pro-immigrants? Because I'm starting to lose the thread here, lads.
You leave my auntie out.
Like back in the day, just to put your jack boots on and then you get going. It's all very confusing, this political lark. I say we'll just solve it by making sentient cars. Not like self-driving cars or like Night Rider. What we need to do is to take the brains out of the immigrants and put them in the cars. Then we can implore British people just to keep an eye on them, make sure they don't drive off and bring any of the families back from the foreigners. Yeah, I think that's about it, really. Keep Christmas British.
Okay, you crazy guy. 07862032654. You're a crazy guy. You want to do some crazy business. We got some business here. This from Jolion from near Oxford.
Hello, Jake. This is Julian from near Oxford.
Jolion near Oxford.
Since you asked me for an opinion on the current trucking crisis facing the UK, I think the answer is linked to another superlative aspect of Conservative rule, the ever-increasing rates of child poverty. What child wouldn't love to spend 10 hours a day driving a tanker? We could even amend the highway code so they can enjoy honking the horn without fear of a police reprimand. Once good old Boris has finished pretending to send in the army again, he could look at giving the kids a chance. Cheerio.
Cheerio, Jolian. And to earlier point about Christmas, if I make point Father Christmas, basically European holier. They go now to some girl somewhere.
Hello, it's Karen from Bromley.
Karen from
and my
Bromley.
late husband, I mean, God rest his soul, he was a trucker. And his father before him, and actually come to think of it, his mum was as well. Mother trucker.
Mother
And
trucker.
I just want to say, like, you get your immigrant truckers, they're coming over here, they're driving our trucks, making sure our infrastructure doesn't collapse, probably driving on the wrong side of the road. What I would welcome, however, is some visas for some culinary experts who could radically improve motorway cafes. Bring back Little Chef.
Julie make excellent point. What shop you want come back? You want Little Chef? And not today, Pod. You want Woolworths? Not today, Swanburst to home. You want our price HMV? 07862032654. What shop you want? I want Mr. Wright. First for white shoes, pure white jacket, you roll them up, electric guitar, business at the front, party at the back. What you want? You want all this? You can have. Anyway, tell me, what shop you want back now? Come on! Kitten, pregnant, orchid, immigration, cash flow, business, payday loans, Bitcoin. I don't care, whatever you want. Okay, it's time now for a new final feature.
Controversial for coins. WhatsApp Jon Holmes now on 07862 032654.
Okay, I'm very, very nervous about this. I'll show you the video I sent out to John, and then you can see his response. But we're going to be watching it for the first time together, and I'm very scared.
So with the current trucking crisis, they're talking about relaxing the rules for immigration again to let a load of immigrants come in and truck about all over Britain. Have they got it right?
Have they?
Can you think of any better solutions for our transport infrastructure crisis?
Oh my God, where's the
And how do you feel about the immigrants coming back?
Okay.
Pundits, it's over to you.
Let's see some controversy.
No.
Oh God.
No.
Well said.
Oh, it's very simple, all this, isn't it? It's very simple indeed.
Very simple,
right?
Yeah.
What haven't we got in this country, right?
Swimming
What haven't we
pools.
got?
Swimming pools.
Drivers.
Drivers.
Legal, trained drivers.
Okay.
What do we have in this country? Illegal, untrained migrants, right?
Right.
So, here's the answer, isn't it? Right, they can come over here, relax the rules, let the migrants... They're good at driving boats, aren't they? Not all of them, some of them...
Oh dear God.
Drown. But the other one, the ones that are good at driving the boats, right? Bring them here, right? It's not that difficult, is it? It's not that different to drive a truck than it is a boat. So
Well
for a
said,
start,
mate.
fine.
God.
right?
God.
But here's what we do. If they're so keen as to come here, let's let them.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm saying let them.
What?
Let the immigrants in.
That's
but
pretty
only at the
controversial.
moment if they bring petrol. Right? I want all... A container full of petrol. Let them bring a container full of petrol. If we sidle up to them, the RNLI, right? So keen, aren't they, on saving them? Yeah,
Well
sidle
said,
up to them out in the channel, and if they've got a can of petrol with them, the ones that have, let them in. let them bring the petrol in, right?
Yeah.
Let them bring a jerry can in, right? German immigrants. I don't know if that's the thing, but right, a jerry can. So a German carrying a can of petrol, right, is allowed into this country, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. And they say people like me aren't tolerant. I've just proved that I am, right? But all they're doing is helping out the nation they're coming to by bringing a container of petrol with them over a dangerous sea crossing. What's wrong with that? I don't see what's...
Nothing, mate, nothing.
Also, by the way...
Oh, God.
Right, name me a seabird. Shag, obviously, yeah, seagull, whatever.
Fine.
Yeah, but also a petrel. Spelt slightly differently, isn't it? And what do the greenies moan about more than anything? Well, apart from insulating the M25 or something. But second thing they moan about, though, is when seabirds, get covered, smothered in oil, don't they? Well, they moan about that. But what is a seabird called? There's a seabird called a petrel. Yeah. So I say, let's smother the petrels in petrol, and then all we need to do is... while we're wringing their necks, squeeze them out into our tanks, and then the car... It's a good way of getting petrol into the country, isn't it? Just send them over to wherever there's been the latest oil leak. Yeah. Rub their noses in it, their beaks, their tubular beaks that they have. Yeah. Rub their noses and beaks in it, roll them around in it, get them covered in petrol, get the petrol covered in petrol, bring the petrol over here. It probably can't fly because it's full of petrol. Shove it in the Germans' can. Yeah. Get it over here on the boats driven by an immigrant the surviving ones could then drive a lorry. God. Drive it to my local garage, which, by the way, is called BP. It's British Petroleum. British.
Thank you.
Not foreign muck petroleum. And then ring it out into your car and everybody's happy, right? And the only reason that's not happening is because the stupid... hippie Greenpeace people don't want birds to be covered in petrol, do they? No. So, you know, that just proves that they're idiots. Proves that sitting on the motorway, not wanting birds to be covered in petrol, well, it's their fault that the country's come to a standstill.
Well said, mate. Partly
for sitting in the road, but also because they won't allow seabirds to be covered in petrol and then wrung out into our cars. Right. Right? And I've lost the train of my immigrant thought. But the point is...
Yeah, the point...
As I said it. Yeah. And that's the...
You said the point.
Put the coins in the...
Yeah. That's
all I've got. Put the coins in the cup.
Yeah, I'm spent. Are you spent? He's spent. Thank you very much, Jon Holmes, and emphatically not me. I mean, in the old days, you was allowed to put a tiger in your tank. Have we explored that? And look at this one. Wasting fuel. Face paint. What a joke. Ricky says, isn't Tubular Beaks a follow-up by Mike Oldfield? Yes, that's right. Owen says, anybody just listening to this is really going to miss the unadulterated fear in Jake's eyes through this whole segment. Yeah, I'm not that good an actor. Jem says, we could airdrop some wheelie bins onto the coast at Calais so the immigrants can fill them with petrol before sailing over. That's a good idea. Pablo says, I see they dropped the N from BP. Cowards. Very good. And some shops people want back. Jem says, are we getting B-Jams back? I should hope so. Jem says to Pablo, I really don't want to know where you get those masks from. Yeah, Pablo's appearance was in a WWE mask. Anyway, your thoughts. Shops you'd like to bring back. You know, what kind of endangered species would you put in your tank? Not Today at swanburst.com or at NotTodayPod on Twitter. It'd be lovely to hear from you. Because you're not Jon Holmes, in all likelihood. Oh my God. I need to Saturday. That's what I need. Okay. Well, it's good Lord. Is that? It's God. It's nearly 5 o'clock. Is that the time? You're listening to PM with me, Evan Davis. Pretty nice guy, but with a big emotional blind spot. And here's a story I'm not very interested in. It might involve children or climate or something like that. And I'll chuckle inappropriately at some point. Well, let's talk to Denise. That's not her real name. It's me putting on a funny voice. Denise, tell us what happened to you.
Well, climate change meant that my child was very poorly.
Right. Head cocked to one side, being very caring, nothing going on emotionally though, and I suppose it was probably very sad for you or something like that.
Yes, it was.
Okay, I've got no kids, little chuckle building, so I suppose as climate change gets worse, there'll be more incredibly ill children.
Yeah.
Denise, or whatever, thank you very much. Well, that's it pretty much for the podcast for today. And quite possibly forever. That was a lot of fun. Thanks, Jon, for everything you did there. Thank you for being here. It's been a lot of fun, and I think we're okay. I guess I'll wait to see what kind of emails come in from YouTube. I'll keep you posted. Jane says, Evan Davis's greyhound sniffed me on the Victoria line. Not a euphemism. Wow. Do you have an Evan Davis story? I sat on his lap once in the Newsnight studio. I really did. Anyway, see you next week. My God, love you. Bye.
This has been a Swanburst Media production.
Oh, thank God for that, guys. Thank God for that. I might as well keep you here while I finish up. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to stop.